As a result of this type of polarity, human beings, for the most part, are what I like to think of as malcontents. Do you believe that's true? Because we are malcontents. So we're malcontents because no matter what we are doing, no matter what we have, no matter what's going on, we are not happy. Or we want something else. Or we think something's wrong. Or we are looking for something that we don't have. So we do have this malcontent energy that we carry with us. And the negative part of being a malcontent is that I never actually stop and say, oh, what I have is pretty good. Right? I don't stop. I'm too busy in the chase for the next thing that I think I need to be happy. Whether it's a car, a house, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a ring, whatever you think it is. And I see people like this all the time. And they say, well, you know, I finally got this car. I was waiting to get it a long time. And, oh, gee, you must love that car. Yeah, it's great. You know, and then I saw this really nice BMW. So you just got it. You know? So we need to spend more time in gratitude because we spend a lot of time in a chase. Our life is about a chase. I'm actually writing a book. My next book's going to be called Chasing Your Life. Because that's what people are doing. They're chasing their lives. I don't know what they think they're going to find, but they're chasing. So the idea that we grew up with in our society is, when I get certain stuff, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be happy, I'm good, I have status, because that's what my ego wants, and that's what my belief system tells me. Then you see people, they go out and get all this stuff, and they're still unhappy. I work with a guy on Wall Street, made millions and millions of dollars a year. He was a guy that I worked with, who was a client of mine in New York, and the guy tried to kill himself 4 or 5 different times. So you would say, what the hell is this guy doing? He's making millions of dollars, he's a young guy, good-looking guy, successful guy, he's got everything in his palm of his hands. What is he doing? Other issues. Bad relationships, bad friendships, health, all other issues he created. So we have to get out of this idea that there's something that's going to happen for me that's going to make me complete. Not happening. You're only going to get complete within your own self. So the idea that you're a malcontent, you have to accept. Because there's a good side, which we'll get to, right? I'm talking about the positive, negative. But you have to spend more time in gratitude, in a gracious energy, to say, wow, what I have is pretty good. I have to feel good about this. I have health, I have a family, I have a nice place to live, I have water. You know, listen, do you know what some people would get up in the morning and say, I have a place where I can turn on a sink? Us, that's nothing. I have electricity, I could go into a warm place to live and sleep. Do you know that there are people that's not what they have? You know, us in this country, we're used to that. Oh, you know. Imagine if you get up, what would happen? Think about how badly we deal with issues. What would happen to you tomorrow if you get up and no water came out of your sink? You'd be all bent out of shit, right? You wouldn't be gracious. You would say, well, okay, it's fine. You'd be calling somebody up and you'd be yelling and screaming and you'd be yelling, you know? So, because we've taken that for granted. So, you've got to learn to be gracious throughout the day, even in any little moment, whatever's happening. It's a great habit. So anything that happens that makes you feel good, makes you smile, maybe you saw a video, maybe you saw a kid walking his dog, whatever it is, I'm kind of looking for those moments all day. So we're waiting for the big thing, right? Waiting for the, you know, think about your life. Most of your life is pretty mundane, right? Most of you go to work, you do whatever you're doing, maybe you get a good deal, maybe you meet somebody for lunch, maybe you do it. Every once in a while a big thing happens. Right? Something great happens in your career, you have children, there's a wedding, you know, whatever. But these are like, this is not every day. You know, every day is pretty boring. You know, it's kind of mundane. You know, you go through the thing. You know, I used to laugh when I do the relationship classes because everybody has all these complaints. They want to meet someone new. And I said, let me explain one thing to all of you people. And I said, I'm going to explain it to you. I said, new is very exciting, right? The new person and the new date and the new whatever it is. I said, what ends up happening, I don't care how long it takes, months or years, it'll eventually come down to who's taking out the garbage. Right? That's what it's going to come down to. It could be a year from now, it could be 2 years from now. But in the end, that's where you go. So it's not about, you know, it's always exciting to think, right? It's exciting to think, oh, there's another person out there who's going to make me happy, but it's not true. Because you're going to end up back to who's taking out the garbage.